Hello everyone. Yes. Today I'm making this movie for deliver you the questions from chapter 4. Yes, chapter 4 for now is from part 4. Okay, from part 4 chapter 2. I skip part 4 chapter 1 because part 4 chapter 1 is a little bit short. However, during your online class calling, maybe we can go back to part 4 chapter 1 to look at those content. But in this chapter we will in this movie we will go to part 4 chapter 2. Okay, this is the content this is the title of part 4 chapter 2, export quotation. So the first point content is essential information in typical quotation. It means in order to make a quotation for export, so what essential information that you need to set, that you need to delivery, that you need to give, that you need to make. 1. Goods. Goods is the types of goods, quantities of goods, and then price of that good. Next we will delivery, the terms of delivery or time delivery or the ways we delivery. Then payment, terms and methods of payment. Last subpoint or point 1, order acknowledgement acceptance. 2. Forms of export quotation. Forms of export quotation. Okay, what forms that we use in order to quote our export goods services? Maybe 1. Verbal. 2. Standard letters or email. 3. Tender documents. 4. Pro forma invoice. Third point, risk assessment. So we need to assess the risk. So what method that we need to use in order to assess the risk? 1. Country risk. 2. Buyer risk. 4. International delivery terms. International delivery terms or international delivery keywords that we use in order to export our products. These terms or these keywords you can see in table 4.2.2 and table 4.2.3. So what are they? It's like some cost, delivery, risk, and last point, price calculation. When we export our product to sell in foreign market, so what price that we need to put in for our product? That means the foreigner must pay us. Okay, so this is content, and we look at the question. So this chapter 4 topic discussion for each group of you to work and to work together to find out the answer to each question in here. First, what is export quotation? What does it mean, export quotation? What identities would be needed to include in the export quotation? What identities? What criteria? That we need to include in our export quotations. Explain each of these identities. 2. What are the forms of export quotation? What are the forms of export quotation? Explain each of them. 3. What is risk assessment? What is risk assessment? Why do exporters need to carry out, need to implement risk assessment? how to assess the risk. 4. For international delivery, the delivery terms or the trade terms is necessary. Based on figure 4.2.2, explain each term that used in trade. Actually, not only figure 4.2.2, but also figure 4.2.3. Okay. And the last question: how to calculate the export selling price? So when we export our product to sell in foreign market, how much that we charge from foreign buyers when they come to buy our product. Okay, how to calculate, it should be how to calculate, not calculation, the export selling price. Okay, so this is the end. Okay, we can go to the textbook. This is textbook. I just go through roughly, not very detailed. Okay, sorry, one by one. So you can see goods. First one talking about goods. Price. Okay, so price linked to international delivery terms. So in this case they call Incoterm. What does it mean Incoterm? International commercial terms, such as FCA. What does it mean FCA? FOB. What does it mean FOB? CIP. What does it mean CIP? CIF. What does it mean CIF? Okay, so we can see these words in the table. There's more than these words, but this is an example. This is table 4.2.1, essential information in typical quotation. Okay, goods, quantity, price, terms of sale, packing, delivery, lead time, terms of payment. Okay, this is like and then they say something in terms of example here. Okay, you can read on this book. Maybe my PDF is like not good reading because it's like I don't rotate it. It's a wrong direction to read. Delivery, terms and method of payment, order, acknowledgements, acceptance. There are one forms of export protection: verbal, letters or email, tender documents. Okay, we can see tender document here. Example, and this one example also. Pro forma invoice. Okay, that one. Risk assessment. Okay, we have in terms of risk assessment, we can high risk here, low risk here. So what is the high risk? Like open account. What does it mean open account? Documentary collections, documentary credits, cash with order. Okay, like open account high risk, cash with order low risk. So some of you will explain this one. I want to hear. Okay, sometimes you cannot find this keyword meaning in our chapter here, but you can go to the other sources to find what does it mean open account, what does it mean documentary collections, what does it mean documentary credits, what does it mean cash with order. Okay, country risk. We have also one table, let's see this one. Buyer risk, international delivery terms, or we call Incoterm. Okay, this is table 4.2.2 we have here group E, group F, group C, group D. You have more group. This is website. You can go to this website. You can see all here. Okay, maybe you can type it www.bandchina.com, or you can just go to Google and type Ecoterms 2010, and then it link to, you can find out the meaning. Okay, costs, delivery, risk. This is also Ecoterm. EHW. This is table, the other table. 4.2.3. It is about talking about seller application. Actually, not really related to Ecoterm, but a seller application in terms of they need to respond. Okay, the exporter need to respond something based on the group A1, A2 is mentioned here. Okay, someone must present this one. Free and Bob. Okay, I carry on. See, this is a FCA, FAS, CIF, okay, CIP or CPT, DES and DQ, DAF, and the others you can see. And the last point is about price calculation. Okay, this should be end of my video, and turn to you to work. And then yes, each group of you must go together, and again group leader must allocate the question to every group member fairly, and a group member must must see this movie. And then when you see this movie, don't forget to comment, click like, and click subscribe. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, now turn to you for working.